Alright, hi guys. So I'm back with another pregnancy update. I had another doctor's appointment last week. We're not going to talk about how it's supposed to record on the way home from that, but it's fine. Here we are. I'm sitting down and getting it done. Okay, so this was just a very quick appointment. We checked the baby's heart rate. Everything was fine there. Great, right? She asked me if I had any questions. She didn't have any updates on my blood work, and everything that had been done up until this point of the pregnancy was all fine and dandy. Glucose test, all of that was fine. So she didn't have anything to present to me on her end. So Wylie was able to come with me to this appointment, and I basically just wanted her to explain to Wylie what I couldn't. So with the previous appointment, that doctor and I discussed VBAC and the risk that I run and things like that, which even in my last video I couldn't really recall a lot of the information that she gave me. So yeah, we're here now. I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed because I remember this time. So basically, I do want to make a quick note that this doctor that I saw this time was originally one of the doctors that said that they vote that I go for a repeat cesarean. I know I said in one video that they were split down the middle. I had asked four doctors. Two said they would prefer that I do a C-section again, and then the other two said that they are completely open to the idea of me having a VBAC. So, yeah. So we discussed again, kind of like, I couldn't remember why the doctor last time told me that if I have to be induced, why she would then, switch to promoting a cesarean. When I got home to Wylie, I was like, they just said don't do it. If I have to be induced, don't have a vaginal birth. And so I wanted him to understand that. So I asked her if she could please explain from a medical standpoint why it would be dangerous or unfavorable for me to try for a VBAC in the event that this baby is late and I have to be induced, or in any event that I have to be induced, because I wasn't necessarily late with Christopher, but they still induced me because my water had been broken. Y'all know. Okay. So she was like, oh yeah, sure. So this is the case. First of all, let me backtrack a second. So VBAC is a vaginal birth after a cesarean, right? So when you have a C-section, because they are cutting your uterus open to get the baby out, you have a high chance, regardless, when you have another child, there is a higher chance of your uterus rupturing, which can be life-threatening. Okay, look at me, I'm a doctor, because she finally done put me on game and explained this to me because I couldn't remember it. Okay, so which I did know about the uterus rupturing and things like that being a factor. But when you have another C-section after your first, that chance of you rupturing your uterus is much lower, like, extremely low. I don't remember the number, but I do remember when I was doing my research on a VBAC that it's like a less than 1% chance of it actually happening if you decide that you want to push out your baby vaginally. After your C-section, it's like less than 1% of your uterus rupturing. Now, there's still a chance that it can happen. It's just extremely, extremely low. So this is the thing. My doctors are saying that if I have to be induced, they typically use Pitocin, which makes your body makes your uterus contract and helps you to dilate so that you can go ahead and push the baby out, right? Well, because Pitocin is so strong, they say that then raises the risk of you having your uterus rupture by a lot. And so they were like, if you are contracting naturally, we're all go for a VBAC. If we have to induce you and give you these medications that are going to intensify, it's thundering, y'all, if y'all hear that. But if we have to give you these drugs to intensify, you know, the labor process, and your uterus contracts so strongly, that really increases the risk of your uterus rupturing, which again, like I said, can be life-threatening. And they are just trying to keep everybody safe here. So I understand that now. And Pitocin definitely does amp things up because I had it last time. And that was about the time I was like, you know what? I need an epidural. I definitely plan on an epidural this next time, regardless. As soon as I get there, get that ready, please. I don't have a desire to have a natural birth. I just have a desire to have a vaginal birth, because there's a difference. Yeah, natural is not gonna be for me. I'm good with managing pain. Just if I don't have to, why? That's my thought. So you know, we're gonna stray away from doing the VBAC if I have to be induced. I don't feel like that's going to be the case. I actually feel like this baby is going to be early. So there will be some videos of us getting the nursery together. Wylie has already cleaned the carpet. It looks brand new in there. The crib, the new crib. I don't know if I told y'all about the crib fiasco. I'll go more in depth when we're talking about the nursery, about the crib fiasco. But the new crib is here, and we're about to, you know, schedule time for it to be painted and stuff like that, assembled, so we can get this show on the road. I'm actually doing laundry now, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting things in a hospital bag, suitcase. See, we getting there. We about to get this thing on, get ready. So yeah, the last discussion Wylie and I had was about how soon should we put the car seat in the car. He was like, I left last time, you know, I can go get the car seat if we need it. He doesn't necessarily want to ride around with the car seat in the back, which I don't really either, because if Christopher tosses stuff over there and like gets it dirty, I'm gonna be like, boy. So we're trying to avoid that. Avoid it getting dirty unnecessarily, or anything just happening to it unnecessarily because there's a 2-year-old sitting back there with a toy. So yeah, or anybody. I was thinking about putting the car seat in there and just putting the car seat cover over, but I feel like if we're out in public and people are being, you know, not nosy in a bad way, but I feel like if I walked past a car and saw a car seat in there with the car, like the cover over it, I would call the police, because it's too hot to be having babies in the car. And I don't necessarily want to put a note on the window like, no baby in there, we're just prepping for, you know, it just seems like a lot. So we're gonna probably wait on the car seat for a little while. But now I'm rambling, and we done got all the way to a car seat from when we supposed to be talking about doctor's appointment. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start packing. I guess I will do a what's in my hospital bag. I have no idea what was in my hospital bag the last time, and that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy that I'm making these videos this time around, because yeah. Dang, I really wish I knew what was in my hospital bag. Oh my gosh. So yeah, let me get that started, and then I'll do a video. I'm not gonna finish it today. I do know that, cause but I am gonna start. So yes, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed me being a doctor for 5 minutes. Oh, and I'm gonna do a quick bump shot, so let's go ahead and get into that real quick. All right, here we are with the bump from the side in all its glory. Bump from the front, my little belly button. Bump from the other side. So that's what we're working with. Whew, I feel out of breath just turning from side to side like that. I feel like a whale, okay? But yeah, that's the end of this update.